Hello and welcome to Data Engineering Explorers, and today we're going to explore a very important topic on storage, ACID transactions. ACID transactions, what that is. Transactions are basically read, write, update, or delete your data. So when you read it, you're doing an ACID transaction, or at least you should. You're doing transaction actually, yeah. The ACID part is what we're exploring now. And ACID stands for Atomicity, Consistency, Isolation, and Durability. And these concepts, I'm going to go through these concepts, but they are very simple concepts, but at the same time they can make a huge difference, because if you don't have them in your storage, you're going to have trouble later, very possibly. So what is atomicity? The entire transaction is executed, or none of it is. So you can see here that you have state 0 and state 1, and let's say this is an aggregation of your data, transforming into a new column. Okay. And if the transaction starts being done and it happens some error here, you don't get like half of your table. Let's say we have it the whole here and we have the error here, and the result isn't the half that worked. You don't have a result, or you have the whole table transformed with this aggregation, right? So this is atomicity. About consistency, the second ACID transaction. The transactions only make changes to table in predefined and predictable ways. So you expect something to happen, and that allows rules and constraints. And okay, we have the drawing from the last one here, and the error here happens because of some rule or some constraint. And this can be expecting some kind of type, some data type. That's a good example for this. You have isolation, the third one. If multiple transactions are executed at the same time, they don't interfere with each other. So if you have multiple reads, you don't interfere with that, with each other. You can have multiple people accessing the data and making multiple and different writes and reads, and the transaction should be able to handle that. The table should be able to handle that. And the last one, durability. It ensures that the transactions are executed even on the event of system failure. So even if the system fails for whatever reason, the transaction is executed. That's it for ACID transactions. And ACID transactions are actually a big thing while handling data, because as you can see, there are a bunch of small things. For instance, when you do an action, you expect it, you perform an action, you expect it to be applied on your whole table, and if not, that can cause a lot of trouble. You have to go back to it, and that's not very productive. That's it for ACID transactions. And ACID transactions are actually a big thing while handling data, because as you can see, there are a bunch of small things. For instance, when you do an action, you expect it, you perform an action, you expect it to be applied on your whole table, and if not, that can cause a lot of trouble. You have to go back to it, and that's not very productive, because you want your data pipelines to handle all of it. So please give ACID transactions a proper look and evaluate if you're actually taking that into consideration while creating any data platform. But yeah, that's it. So if you're interested, here in the channel we have a project, an ongoing project. I'm gonna link the playlist down below, but we're going to develop a high value platform, data platform in iterations. So you deliver value quite quickly and also improve on best practices. So if you're interested, please give it a look. And if this video was helpful in any way, please give it a like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you want to. Until next time.